What is going on, everybody? It's the Larkness Monster, and I am back. Um, I'm sorry about the delay between videos. I've just been busy with family and friends over the holidays, and then school started back up, which I had to get that going so that way I'm all set and everything like that. But I am back with today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a review for probably the best game I've played this year so far. Um, Also, I'll be talking about a little bit of some news and some other things. So, anyway, for this video, we're going to talk about a game that I think is a pretty good game, and you should pick it up if you already have it, or if you don't have it already. So, let's do it. And the game is. Alright, the game is Fallout 4, ladies and gentlemen. I bought this, got this game for Christmas, and I think it's a really great game. It's a very good storyline and very good all-around gameplay. I like the way that Bethesda changed their game style to make it more of a first-person shooter than an RPG. Even though it is still an RPG, which I still like about the game. Still got that role-playing effect and everything like that. So I think most people have this game already, so I can talk about the game a little bit, but I won't spoil the ending or any of the story at all. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it, just in case the people are like iffy on it. In this game right here, there's a lot that goes on in there, and there's a lot. I wish there was like more to the story. I felt like they could have done a lot better job at telling a good story. It was more of oh, okay, this is the reason why we hate these people. This is the reason why we don't like these people. And oh, I never heard that people. Huh? That's a good odd choice that you made there. It was like a lot of people were just like, here's our point of view. If you don't like it, piss off. We don't want to see it from your point of view or anything like that. And in a game like that, you got to have that character that's going to be like, oh, okay, I see it from your point of view. It was more of, Brotherhood steel, main forward, we don't care. Like, Brotherhood steel, we all know how they are. They just do their own thing and, do all that. And, when they come back to it, it's like mid-game, the guys are just like, oh, it's our way or nobody's way. We should have done that. We should have done this. Stuff like that. So, anyway. And then there's also the Minutemen. The Minutemen they're just there. I mean, like, they tried to say, oh, we're going to unite the Commonwealth, but, like, really, there wasn't much story to them. It was more of, oh, here's this group here. If you want to join with them, that's fine. I mean, like, I think they could have built a more of a story around them. I do know that Preston explains a lot of the story behind them. Preston's one of the companions you get that he works with the Minutemen. He gives some of the story to him, but I think you could have built another campaign, like a side campaign again with them or something like that. Another thing is, they had a great storyline. The way they took it, with their storyline, with you being part of the Vault-Tec testing, I thought that was a great thing. Like, that was something new that you hadn't seen. Like, the other games, you were a part, like in Fallout 3, you were a part of Vault 101. And, it wasn't much of a testing ground. It was more of like, oh, here's a vault, you live in it, that's fine. But, in this game, it was like, this is one of Vault-Tec's many tests that you did, that you discovered throughout the Fallout 3 that, in Fallout 3, there was a lot of vaults that did a lot of testing with GECK and the virtual world and stuff like that. There was a lot of that. And, I'm glad that they added in, like, yo, you were a part of the testing, but you survived it and you went out and, did all these things. Another great thing about this is that when you come out and you see the world unfold in front of you, Like you saw in the beginning of the game, like the very beginning of the game is right before the war, right before the bombs dropped, so you get to see the houses and where exactly you were living at the time, and it looked very beautiful. But the thing was, they kind of hid most of the world when they started in the beginning, which I was like, oh, they could have made that a little bit more open and stuff like that. But after you got, come up from the vault, you see this vast land of everything, and I thought that was really amazing and how they presented the world in front of you. Um, Another thing was, I think the campaign, like the main story missions, were a bit short. I think they could have made it a little bit longer if they wanted to, but I get it. It's a brand new console and brand new things, so they're just testing out most of their new equipment. So there weren't, like, most of the games that you're going to get with the Xbox One in the beginning is they might not have much of a story behind them, but it's going to be a well thought out game with great, great graphics and just different things that you couldn't do in the other games. So like the graphics are going to be improved, the distance and how far you can see, the scenery, the gameplay. It's all going to be different. Battles are going to be bigger and everything like that. But even though it's new game for the console, I understand that they probably couldn't build a great story around the Vault Dweller like they did in Fallout 3. In Fallout 3 there was such a long story on it, and with the downloadable content it made it even longer to play. There was more play value. In Fallout 4 there's a great play value, and I haven't replayed it yet, but I'm thinking about making another character and doing some replay value, which would be great. That's a thing that a lot of people want in the game is a replay value. And that's something that you're going to get out of Fallout 4 is, there's going to be replay value, but it's a very short replay value. So I don't know if people like a long game, but this game, like, I'm doing a bunch of side quests now, and I'm trying to see if there's going to be another part of the story that will unfold. Like, I don't know if I'm past that point where all I'm doing be doing is side quests, or if there's another side missions or something like that. So when that comes about, I would like that. So yeah, overall, I give this game on a scale from 1 to 10. I give it about a 7.5. Great game. You should definitely get it. It's a great replay value. I mean, if you like RPGs and first person, even if you just like first person shooters, like, it's still a great game. There's a lot. There was a lot that was put into it, and a lot of thought on how epic they wanted it to be, and they did a very good job on it. I think, and with any game, there's going to be glitches, and I've run across a couple of glitches where I've had. I think there was a couple times where I would I came across a companion for my gameplay value. One of my companions was Paladin Danse, and he works for the Brotherhood. So I sent him back to the one of these places where you can build a base there, pretty much, or a town. And for some reason, he glitched, and now I can't get him as a companion no more. He's just like stuck in a wall or something like that. It's weird. I go to the specific spot and I can hear him talk, and he'll say something like, "Are you ready to get going?" But I can't select him. I can't ask him to come with me. He's just like stuck in this one area that's inaccessible. So I'm kind of confused on why that happened. But that's a glitch in the game. That's always going to happen. But anyway, great game. Should definitely pick it up. All right, moving on. Next thing we're going to talk about is what I'm going to start doing now. Hopefully, for my little holiday thing, I can start posting videos more constantly now. I'm sorry it took so long to, post another video, but it's taking a long time doing school and stuff like that. So right now I'm more focused on let's really do this video thing and start maybe a daily or even weekly video. I think I'll start off with weekly, and if I start seeing a good amount of people watching watching the video, I'll start doing daily. But this news right now, sporty news, because I like sports. I played football in high school, so I'm going to be a sporty guy. So I'm going to talk about some sports news. Sports news. This upcoming weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you're going to be watching the Arizona Cardinals take on the Carolina Panthers for the NFC Championship, and the Patriots and Broncos going for the AFC Championship. My predictions for the game, I'm going to talk about the Patriots and Broncos game. The Patriots and Broncos game, that's going to be a really good match. Peyton Manning, he's looking pretty good right now. He played pretty good in his playoff debut. He's looking a little bit better. Like he needs some time to practice and everything like that when he got subbed out by Brock Osweiler. But anyway, like he's learning to look good, and I think he really definitely wants to get this second Super Bowl ring. And he wants to win it with the Broncos. I don't see him retiring next year, but you never know what these guys are going through their heads. So we'll see when that comes around. But about the game, Tom Brady, he's looking real good. Patriots are kind of beat up, but the main thing, if the Broncos are going to win, they need to get to Tom Brady. They need to pressure him. They need to get him, flustered and, start making mistakes. If Tom Brady gets his time in the pocket, he's going to score touchdowns. I mean, that's what he does. But my prediction is, it's going to be a close match, but I think the Broncos are going to make a win here. They're going to win this game, and they're going to go on the Super Bowl. And, I can see that happening. It's going to be a hard-fought game, so it can go either way. I think it's about maybe 50-50 if you go either way. So most people are going to choose Tom Brady and the Patriots. Don't doubt it. I mean, Tom Brady's a great quarterback. He's got a great team around him. But, I think Peyton Manning's looking for the Super Bowl ring, so I think he's going to really give Tom Brady a run for his money, hopefully. All right, the next game, Carolina versus Arizona. Carson Palmer and the Cardinals versus Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I tell you what, Cam Newton and Carolina Panthers looking real good. They had a close matchup with the Seahawks the last game. But that's the thing. That's in the playoffs. The playoffs is a whole new field. A lot of people are more, they're going to get into it. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And I think the Carolina Panthers are starting to see that. Like the Seattle Seahawks, everybody had picked Carolina to win, but Seattle gave a run for their money in the second half. The second half, the Seattle came back and really, was really trying to win, but Carolina held them off. But Arizona, though, they got high-powered offense and high-powered defense. They're looking really solid. I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona came out and scored 2 touchdowns within the first quarter. I wouldn't be very surprised. But Cam Newton, that high-powered offense of his, I don't know, that'd give that Arizona defense a lot of trouble. Now, do I believe Cam Newton can pull it off? Yeah, he can. But there's a lot of factors that got to go into it. Defense got to play well. Cam's got to be on his game. All right, this is going to be the biggest game he's going to play. And if he wins it, he's got another big game against Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, whoever wins the AFC Championship. So really, Cam Newton has got a big game ahead of him. And if he wins this, he will prove that the Carolina Panthers are wanting that Super Bowl win. Arizona, on the other hand, Carson Palmer, he's getting old. He's like, you know what, I got to take these, haters and all these people that say, oh, I'm washed out, I'm not worth anything. He's going to be fighting. He's going to be fighting for it. And the Carolina defense might, if they come out strong and really hit hard, he's going to have some trouble. But for me, I'm going to have to say it's going to be another close matchup. It's about 50-50 either way. And this is a really tough choice for me because I like both teams. Both teams are really great. They looked really great all year. Arizona came back from a terrible beginning of the season. Carolina just looked great throughout the season. But after the last playoff game with Carolina versus Seattle, I don't know. And even the Green Bay Packers gave the Arizona a run for their money. So it's a really close matchup. But you know what? I think Carolina can win this. You know, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that's a bandwagon fan right there. Everybody thinks Carolina's going to win. No, not really. I mean, if you look at the stats, Cam Newton's putting up some great numbers. He's really working hard. And, you know, with that team around him, with, you know, the defense, everything, I think they can pull it out. They can really win this one. So, you know, that's my prediction. I predict the Broncos, Carolina, Super Bowl. You know, it's going to be a tough weekend, but you know what? Those are my predictions. How about you leave in the comments on what you think is who is going to go to the Super Bowl, and let's also comment your favorite Xbox game. You know, it could be old, new, whatever. All right, let's do that. Let's get 2 commenting sessions going on predictions for the Super Bowl and your favorite video game of all time. I don't care if it's even computer games count, whatever. But anyway, I'd like to thank you everyone for watching this video, and if you liked it, give that video a big thumbs up, and I will see all you beautiful people in the next video. See ya.